Now, the criminal case involving 53 military veterans accused of taking 26 people, including 2 ministers and a deputy minister, hostage, has been withdrawn. The prosecution's authority, the NPA, confirmed it had dropped the case following successful representations by the accused. They were initially charged with conspiracy to commit kidnapping and counts of kidnapping. Later, the state even added terrorism-related charges. Let's discuss with the attorney for the veterans, Andries Nkome. Ms. Nkome, thank you for being with us. Why have these charges gone away?
Good evening, and thanks to your viewers. I think we've been able to show that there was no way in which the state could prove charges of conspiracy to commit all the offenses that they allege our clients had committed, simply because the state had all the time been responsible for changing the venue where the meeting was supposed to take place. So there was no way in which our clients could have conspired to go at any particular venue and commit an offense. The second issue is the fact that just out of the statements that were made by police witnesses, including the state witnesses, they are saying that clients whom we represent, who had a legitimate reason to meet up with state departments as well as state ministries, were all the time peaceful in whatever deliberations that they had together with the state. So therefore, we were able to go and argue that the state was not going to be able to prove a case of conspiracy together with all the other charges that they had wanted to prove against our clients. It was trumped up charges that they had wanted to pursue, including, for example, charges about terrorism as well as high treason. And we know by now that 28 years on, there's a legitimate fight, or there's a legitimate claim by our clients for reparations as well as special pensions.
Yeah. So do your clients admit that they prevented a minister, then Thandi Modise was the minister, and others from leaving that venue, St. George's Hotel, where this all went down, and barricaded the doors, as was reported, or is that not true?
It is not true. We were in the representations able to demonstrate that in as much as you have got these claims that you allege our clients committed, the statements that are supposed to support what is stated by the charges has stated something else completely different. And it's for that reason that the National Director of Public Prosecutions stated that we simply will not be able to prosecute on this basis.
All right, is this the end of the matter? Are you and your clients convinced they are now in the clear? There will be no further charges in future?
Look, it is for the National Director of Public Prosecutions to make a decision as to what to do next. But we have instructions now, and today we have issued a letter for demand for unlawful arrest as well as unlawful detention for all the time that our clients spend in custody. We also know that we've got instructions that upon arrest, our clients were assaulted. Even during detention, our clients were assaulted, and for that, they are demanding that they should be compensated. But that is not the biggest of the issues that they're seeking to have justice brought through for them for. They are seeking the reparations that they have always sought from 28 years back, 1994, up until now. They are entitled to simply because they went and physically fought for the democracy that South Africa today enjoys. And it cannot be that 28 years on, people that physically went to fight for democracy that the country enjoys are without houses, are without employment, are without the bare basics. And even if everybody now goes and says true freedom is economic, they are now left out and they are destitute.
All right, so there's a lot of military veterans here, 53. Essentially, you're bringing sort of a class action against the state for wrongful arrest.
The main class action that we are bringing through is a class action for the reparations as well as the pensions and special pensions. And it's a greater number. We represent 2,600 military veterans, over and above the 53 that have been arrested for the alleged conspiracy to kidnap a minister. They did not know as to who were they going to be meeting on the day, and they had thought they were going to be meeting up with the deputy president of the country. So there was no way in which they could have said that they conspired to kidnap the Minister of Defense. So the class action is for a much, much more convoluted number than the 53.
All right. Pensions have been paid out. Well, the announcement was made that is finally resolved in some senses by the minister. Does that meet, has that solicited a good response from your clients at least?
You should understand that the current president, Cyril Ramaphosa, created the presidential task team. The presidential task team was headed by the deputy president of the country, David Mabuza. And that presidential task team went and met up with our clients, who are the Liberation Struggle War veterans, which are made up of the three formations of the military wings of the three political parties that went and fought against apartheid, the ANC, APLA, and Azan. Now, out of those, there has been a consensus document that has been created. But instead of following up on the consensus document and making sure that they agree on calculations about amounts to be paid, the process within which people are supposed to be paid, as well as the duration over which people are supposed to be paid for their reparations, they stopped at just creating a consensus document. And now our clients are saying they need to be involved in making sure that the calculations are made, the process is agreed to, as well as the timeframes. So the class action is essentially to say, let's finish off on the process that we started and we agreed to say, legitimately, military veterans have got a claim for reparations, pensions, special pensions, and other benefits, including housing and employment.
All right, Mr. Andries Nkome, thank you for your time. Just by the way, the National Prosecuting Authority has released a statement basically verifying exactly what he was saying. It says that the state finds there's no prima facie case because neither the identity nor the individual acts committed by each individual accused can be proven. The manner in which the arrest was conducted also complicated identification, as everyone on the scene was arrested except for the hostages. So saying it's very difficult, and as we heard there, the state now faces a suit for wrongful arrest, and obviously the fight around reparations continues. Thank you very much. That was Defence Attorney for the military veterans.